Good afternoon. I'm Mayo Livingston, and it's January the 12th, 2005. This afternoon, Tom Bush and I, on behalf of the Southwest Georgia Regional Library, are interviewing Clarence Goad on his experiences in World War II. Clarence, tell us how old you were and when you joined the Army, and where were you?
Well, I was born on the 15th of December 1922 in Moorhead, Minnesota. I was raised, most of my life was raised up in New York State, a place called Bainbridge, New York. It's on Susquehanna River. And I joined the service 17th of February of 1941. And I joined up with the 1st Division, 26th Infantry I Company. I trained with them through the Carolina maneuvers of 41. And when we were returning to Fort Davis, Massachusetts, the war was declared against Japan. And at that time we were stationed at a place called Fort Devens, Massachusetts. And from there, we trained against the Marine town of Paris Islands from an old surplus tramp steamer. They had barges on it, and we went hit the shore, and we maneuvered against them. We trained in the swamps there in I guess they call it Paris Islands. And I got through that, came back, and went back to Fort Devens, and then they said, well, what we're going to do, we're going to send you down for some jungle training. And we wondered where they were going to send us. They sent us to landing in Florida, at Stark. They call it a place called Stark, Florida. And boy, had lots of scorpions and all. And from there, after we trained there for about 2 or 3 months, and that's also the place where in March, I think it was March 20th of 1942, we went from $21 a month to $50. We all got rich overnight. So
You were rifleman, right?
Right.
M1 rifle.
M1, yeah. I was trained on a 60 millimeter mortar, BAR. This is all infantry equipment that you must know. That's the 30 caliber air-cooled machine gun, the 60 millimeter mortar, the BAR with Brownie automatic, 16 rounds in the bottom of the clip, and you were trained with the 1903 Springfield or the Enfield rifle, bolt action, 5-shot. And those you have to put in, and every time you fire, you got to bolt it. And I was trained on that also, because that rifle was used clearly into World War II, because it was used as a grenade launcher. You put a thing on the end of your barrel, and you could fire grenades with it. So it was really, in each platoon, you had at least 2 or 3 OP-3s. And majority of the people that had those were crack shots. They were sharpshooters.
Well, you were trained in jungle warfare, but they loaded you out, and where did you go when you first?
Okay, we went from Blanding, down Blanding, Florida, we went to Fort Benning, Georgia. And I don't know how many miles we walked. Whew, in the summertime it was hot, or towards spring actually. And the whole outfit, we got in a fight with the Texas outfit, 36 Texan outfit. They put the 2 divisions together, and the Yankees and Texans didn't get along. So it was fight. They said, we'll break this up right now. So they shipped us up to Fort Benning. It says, pack your bags and roll up in tents. We all lived in this pup tents. And we rolled up and we hit the road. And boy, for about 4 days we walked.
After you got to Fort Benning?
Yeah. Boy, that was bad. Fort Benning, he lived out there in the piney woods. We dug our battalion, made our area, the battalion, the 3rd Battalion area, and each company had their own, broke down, they had their own guards, Everybody was sleeping in a pup tent and stuff on the ground. No such thing as being in a six-man tent or a building. You was living just like combat.
With shelter hats.
With shelter hat, and all your belongings right there. You didn't have no civilian clothes or anything like that. You had your army equipment and that. You was ready for war. And then one day they come in there and they said, "Okay, fellas, get it all together, pack it all up." He says, "We're going down here, we're going to take a little train ride." Well, we got on a train and we wound up at Indiantown Gap, Pennsylvania. And I don't know just exactly what month that was. I think it's sometime in May or in June. I can't just recall.
This is 1942.
1942. And all we done, when we got there, they put us in barracks and said, "You're all confined here, you go nowhere, stay right here." And all we done was marched around the barracks, around the building, around and around and around, security guard. And 2 o'clock in the morning, after we'd been there, I think we'd been there about maybe a month, they said, "We're going for a train ride." We said, "Oh boy, where are we going to go?" Go to, down to the New York City docks down there, Queen Mary Park there. They put the whole division on that same ship.
They didn't let you go home, though.
We're going to go home. You know, where are you going to go through the gates? But
They put the whole division on that.
on that same ship.
The first division.
Yeah, first division. Got on the Queen Mary, and we went over and we landed, I don't know exactly, sometime I think it was in Gloucester or someplace. I don't remember the name, but I know where we went. We went to Perham Downs, south of London. And on the train, we got off the boat, got on the train, carried us down there. Then some of us went in tents, and some of us went in whatever Quonset huts, they won't metal Quonset huts out there. And some of us went in there, and we got settled down pretty good there. And our company commander said, "Well, fellas," he said, "we're going to give you a break. We're going to give you 5 days in London." So they gave us a pass, and boy, everybody took off for London. Ooh, that was all right. But the trouble was, they didn't tell about the bombs. That's where we got our first dose. The Germans had dropped some real stuff and blowing up. So everybody had it. When the siren go off, everybody run for a bomb shelter. And the guy got back and said, "Boy, I'm glad we're back here." He says, "Boy, we get killed up here in London." So they shipped us from there to Bainbridge, Scotland. I'm going kind of fast through this. I'm not taking a whole lot of time explaining.
Were you doing any kind of training then?
Yes. Now, that is what I'm going to. We went to Bainbridge, Scotland. There we started using barges, landing barges. And I was there about a month, and they come around, battalion commander come around and said, "I want 5 men from each company. Each company with 5 men. A total of 25 men is what he picked up. He said, "We're turning you people over to these English commandos." And they said, "They won't train you special." He said, "All you guys are regular army." And I'm going, "What is that? Regular, what's the deal here? What's somebody trapped? He's going along with all regular army." So I said, so no problem. And boy, we ran through mud hole. But these guys used live ammunition on us. They didn't play around. We had a couple guys got killed.
Did you know what you were training for?
Yeah, I knew what I was training for. See, through the Carolina News, I had a first sergeant, Sergeant Ollie Sloan. He told me, he says, I asked him, I said, "Sergeant," I said, "you been doing war fighting?" He says, "Yeah." He said, "Trenches in France." He was a colonel. He was a first sergeant, but after the World War I, he was a first sergeant, turned to a first sergeant, or colonel to a first sergeant. And he sit down, he talked to us about it. I listened to every word he said, "Always dig a deep hole. Keep your butt down. Don't run around without something over you, because your body shines at night." And he's telling me all that stuff. And I listened. And it pays off. trained up there for about, I think about two or 3 months. I don't know exactly, the exact date of length of training. But we stayed up there, and when we came back from there, we came back to Perham Downs, and they put us on a ship, loaded us on a ship, and we went out in the Atlantic, away from England. And I think we had, on my ship, I think we had a regiment, and then we had a lot of some artillery people. And I forget what the name of the ship, but anyway, we stayed out there a month riding that bucket, eating English rations. Boy, it was something else. And just riding up and down. And my thrill was to get right up on the bow and hang on a chain on the front, and as the ship go down into the water, it splashed and come up and get good and wet and go back down and get a free ride in the bath at the same time. And the English hated us because we take the tea, hot tea, and we shave with it. They didn't like that. You know.
Well, what was the idea of sending you out so you'd get used to it?
They was getting together the invasion of Africa.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
See, from the States, ships were coming from every direction, coming into a group, and then they go through the Straits of Gibraltar, right past Gibraltar. And we approached through Gibraltar, everybody's on guard. Everything we had was mounted guns pointing to the air in case of an air attack. BAR, light machine gun, had there was some pipes stuck down in on the decks, and it was, if a plane dived in, God help him.
Well, now, were you trained? You were trained right then as a ranger.
Yeah, I was trained then. We done grappling, shooting putting down like a shotgun shell here and shoot a rocket up like that, and he'd carry a rope up there and hook. The hook set down inside. But down on the bottom, he had a trigger. He'd pull it, and he'd shoot that grappling hook up over on a cliff, and he wouldn't get a hold of it. Then he had to go up. They call, I forget the names, I can't remember every exact names. But anyway, the hooks, a man could pull himself up with it. And we were trained that. We were trained with all kinds of explosives, booby traps, landmines. They taught us everything they possibly could. And at nighttime, we could march and they attack us at night. And then
So that was in Scotland.
yeah,
Okay.
in British Scotland. See, Christmas, for Christmas, I can't pronounce the word, but they was over in Scotland. They was the same. They was Scotland, we was Scotland. But there's a body of water separating us between them. See, the 1st Ranger Battalion was training over, I think they started in April. I think it was April they started, the 1st Ranger Battalion, when they first were authorized to come together to build a ranger. And the commandos were training them. They were training with the commandos at the same time. And they had us, there's 45 of us, and we was training under another section. But I don't know what they were getting over there. I don't know what we was getting. We was staying wet all the time because it rained up there forever. Got very, very, very wet. And we got through that, like I said, we got on a ship and went down and got ready to go into Africa.
And when were you organized as Darby's Rangers?
I got in Darby's Rangers in, I think it was, I came to Palermo after I joined the Rangers. Major Miller, that was the commanding officer for the 3rd Battalion, came in. See, when we made the way it happened to me, when we made the Sicily invasion, I went up there. I got blown up concussions, and they sent me back to St. Cloud Sig Hospital. It was the Foreign Legion Hospital. They sent me back there. When I came to, after about 2 weeks, I was laying out in the hall. And I came to, and I didn't know where in the world I was at. And the old nurse came by, she says, oh, you're awake. And I looked up at this great big set of wings like it on her head. I thought, Lord, thought for a minute, man, I hope I'm in heaven or somewhere, but something's wrong here. All white and great big, you know, the sisters wear them big old hats.
Now that was after the invasion.
Now, that was the invasion of Sicily.
All right, okay.
I didn't go anywhere until I joined up with the Rangers at Palermo. And then we got on a BCI, which is a landing craft for infantry, and we went in Salerno. But we didn't go to Salerno, we went in Maori. Up the street from it.
Come back a little bit to North Africa, because that was interesting what you told me.
Okay, the African campaign, I stayed with that with the 1st Division, 2670I Company. I was in the 2nd Platoon. And we landed there with 217 men. After the French.
From Oran.
Well, we landed, like the Rangers landed over here at Arzu, here's Oran right here. We landed up here above Arzu. I've got papers here where it tells basically where we landed. It shows the Rangers here, and it shows the 2670 here. And we fought the French here for 2 days. We didn't fight French, we fight Singhalese. That was under the Vichy French. You know, they was under Germany. And they were using 75 millimeters. Well, when you come up on the beaches, you had to traverse a long road that went up like it was like a snake going up the side, like old Burma road like deal. You get up on the top, there was a big radio tower and a big old blockhouse up there. They had already had that. Our battalion had already taken that. And we was being shelled. When I got up there the next morning, they was being shelled, and our platoon leader, lieutenant, he said, okay, he says, set this 60 millimeter up, he says, and I want you to start firing. And we said, sir, I said, just wait a minute, because I'm a new officer. I said, sir, let us slide back, you know, like this is the platoon, I want you down here. I got my pencil tool and digging it out, and make me a pad down here. So we could, because that mortar, you don't fire it out here in an open space and start throwing mortar shells there, because you wouldn't last 5 minutes. So, but down here you hit it, or you get boom when they drop it. So this is where we was firing from, and I had my pins out, my black and white pin, you got 3 on 1, 2, 3, traverses right and left and up and down, and got set up. And some guy hollered out, he said, how about throwing a few rounds out there and see if you can stir them Frenchmen up? So we fired a few rounds, and they still were firing them 75 just off the ground. And we had 1 platoon, I think it was the 1st platoon was out ahead of us. They were out on the open ground. They had dug down in, it was hard digging on kind of rocks. They were on top. We lost a bunch of guys out there. We had 217 men. They landed. We have 135 left after that 2-day campaign. They found out that you can get killed real quick.
And Frenchmen can kill you. Y'all were fighting the French.
Yeah, we fight them French and Singhalese. And they were firing off the ground, 6 feet off the ground. D Company just about got wiped out. Because there were so many stupid things that were done. And our platoon leader, our lieutenant that was in charge of the platoon said, and told the first sergeant, our platoon sergeant, he said, okay, he says, I want all the men fixed bayonets. He said, what's going on here? He said, I want you to fix bayonets, and we're going to charge. And he said, you get ready to send them out. And the platoon sergeant says, Lieutenant, are you sure you want to fix bayonets? He says, are you sure that's what you want to do? He says, that's an order. Put the goddamn bayonets on. I thought, this guy, it can't be real. This is my first combat, you know. I want him to make it over the hill. It was chemical. It was chemical. And we got our 2 gentlemen, and I'm sitting here on the border waiting. I said, what about we're going to support these guys as they move forward with a rolling barrage of mortar shells? No, we're going to charge. I'll be here. Lieutenant said, I'll be here. Told him the truth, said, I'll be here. Said, when you blow the whistle when we go, I'll be here. He said, this will be my CP. And he had a nice comfortable place behind a bunch of rocks. The two leaders said, the sergeant said, told him, kill him. He said, sir, he said, if anybody's gonna lead this charge, you're gonna be right out in front. He says, no, I'm gonna be right. He says, oh no, you're gonna be out front now. Are you sure this is what you wanna do? And the two leaders told him, the sergeant told him, he says, did you see what happened? He said, get these field glasses, look out there, see what's happening. You can see the boom, boom, these guys getting killed out there. He says, well, we'll just hold fast what we got for a while. Good thing he did. Thank God he did. Well, anyway, we that ended that 2 days.
Is that when the Foreign Legion came in and y'all turned some of the Germans over to them?
No, you're way down the line.
I'm down the line.
You're too far ahead.
You got, and then some of them came up, they were on camels.
Yeah, they had about 4 camels.
Let me back up, I'm going too fast.
Yeah, well, I want to try to get you, so I'll keep you on the line as the travel. Yeah, I can't jump over here and jump back here and try to keep it in line. We went from, after that ended, we went to Sicily Airport, and he said, all you, I company says, okay, he said, get your tents all set up. We put all the pumpkins out and made our company. And the campsite says, okay, he says, everybody can go into Oran. He says, you know, the princess is surrendered. He says, yeah, got no problem. Go in and enjoy yourself, because it'll probably be your last time for a long time. So, boy, me and Howard Rose, an old buddy of mine, was in the service together until he got killed. And Howard said, boy, let's get in town. I said, well, okay. I said, let's go see what's going on down there. So we went in town. We had a Dodge 2-quart down. And all the guys piled on a motor bike, some of them piled a deuce and a half. And went into Oran. We were about 5 miles away from the city itself. And we got off the truck and started walking around just looking, you know. And that's why I had a picture of it taken. I had that taken after the war was over now. But anyway, we walked around and we looked at different things. There was a lot of sight, and I said, hey, let's go where that artillery, the coastal guns up there, see what's up there. Went up there and just a pile of junk, so I done drove the barrel up and everything. And we drove back down and we ate, and they had set up a place, some tents just outside the wall. There's a big park, and set these tents where we could go in and lay down and go sleep for one. And you could get fed. But they wanted us to take and eat as much within the cabarets around there. You know, they had wine and bread and stuff. They had food. And we enjoyed our stay. When we came back to the company, most of us got back a couple of days early. And he said, okay, he said, we've got moving orders, so we're going to have to roll her up. So first thing in the morning, we're going to be leaving. We said, okay, so everybody got stuff all rolled. Don't tell you nothing until the last minute. Then they said that morning when we got up, the old bugle sounded off, we got up, and he said, okay, you get ready. We said, we looked around, said, where's the truck? Said, oh, we're not going by truck. He said, we're going to go by air. Air? You know, we're not very few air. The C-47 was lined up. And they said, okay, I got in there. And he says, you guys are going to get a cannon to support you. A cannon. And you're going to get 4 men from M Company. M Company is heavy weapons in the infantry company. Here comes a 37mm cannon with 6 boxes of shells and 4 guys. And they said, that goes too. So put it on the airplane. We took off. They said, before we got off the ground good, one of the guys come back and said, all you guys that's got BARs, you see them holes in the portholes on the side here, and them windows? He said, pull that plug out, and I want you to stick your BR out that window. If you got in, you can hold that machine gun, I want you to stick that out the window too, in case we attack, we won't shoot back. I thought, boy, that was crazy. Anyway, we landed at Tebessa in Tunisia. And we got there. The same day we arrived there on the 18th of November of 1942. And when we landed there, there were around 30 paratroopers met us. And they come running up when our airplane landed and said, what's going on? And they go and said, oh, did you bring food, ammunition? I said, mainly food. We said, yeah, we got food for us for 5 days. And they said, what do you mean? Did they bring us no food? I said, no, we got ammunition. And they, well, what's happening? It's on. I guess it's going to be a war somewhere. We don't know where it's at yet, but we've been fighting the French. Well, they said that Colonel Raft was in charge. I think it was the 405 or 504 parachute regiment that jumped there. They didn't have no business jumping there, but they jumped there. And they dumped one airplane load down there in Tobruk, and here's the English and the Germans were fighting. They got ready to think. But anyway, they told us they didn't know really what their mission was, and they thought, we thought we was in Algiers. Well, you're not. You're in Tunisia now. So anyway, we commanded 4 trucks. These old big long, I forget the name of them, but they loaded us all in the trucks, and 2 of these paratroopers said they weren't going to go nowhere. They were going to stay right there till their orders tell them to go somewhere else. And we had an order to go to Gaza, way on down in the desert. That's where we went. And when early that morning we got there, we didn't just drove into town. We sent some scouts out, and we found out there was a vehicle in there, a German vehicle in there, and there was a lot of Germans in there. So what we done, we fired about 4 or 5 rounds of mortar shells, and then we hit it. About as soon as we fired it, we went, and we captured 4 Germans. And from then on, we patrolled out of there until about the first part of February. That would have been from November to December. We spent Thanksgiving there. We spent December, Christmas there. We spent New Year's there. And we didn't get no rations from nowhere. We were sent 80 or 90 miles from Tebessa. And we didn't get no supplies from them. And the only thing we could get, whatever we could capture or get. And, they had some of these natives had these goats. We started eating some of them, but boy, some rough food. But we stayed there, and from then on, all we do is go out there patrolling in the desert. We go out for 2 or 3 days, bringing in information. They'd write it down, and finally we got a wire, telegraph wire going, and then we just send information back to Tebessa, that what we had, the information. And the Germans never did bomb that fort, but they came over and took pictures. But we always stayed out of sight in the daytime. And until things started getting a little hotter, until Rome was pushed back by the English army, and they started moving in, and Kasserine Pass and all the other places where we had been before. It's just scouting out. And we had a couple of battles. In fact, at Fayette Pass, we got hit there, and that's where my buddy Howard rose, and I just got up together when it was time. And this time I was 60 millimeter, not 60, BAR, with a BAR, and Howard, I was across a road on the other side of the hill, 2 big hills. We fired at German, they fired at us, and he got hit right in the head, and I didn't even know it. I was loading my magazines up when he got hit, and I just got up and walked away. And I walked away, and when I walked away to the truth, I said, "Hey, Goad, where are you going?" I said, "I stand in the wall there." He said, "Why not?" I said, "I Howard got hit. He said, well, is he alive? I said, no, he's dead. His head goes off. And he said, okay, he says, we just lost a couple guys over there in 60 millimeters. He says, go over there on that one. So I went over there and stayed with them. From then on, it was hit and shot. But after that happened, when Howard got killed, to me, from then on, it was just like a nightmare. It was a constant thing.
Well, when did y'all capture the Germans, that you told me about?
Okay, the four Germans we captured went into Goshen, in this fort, and it was going through, just chaining it all out. And there was a canteen laying like this. You turn the table up, and you was underneath it, and the Germans have on their belt, they got a canteen, a little long, they got a couple of straps that hangs loose so they can just give it a big water and drop it back down. And I seen that down, I said, oh, hey, just a minute, I want this canteen. I went down, pull it, I thought the table was just laying on it, the cabinet was just laying on it, but it was hooked to a guy underneath it, and I didn't know that. I was trying to pull it up and get it. Two of those guys said, hey, just a minute, go, and says, they picked it up, and here, laying it down like that, with two Germans, and there was two more on that, and another cabinet. We raised all the cabinets up there, two more. So we got four, turned them over to the French, and
Foreign Legion.
Foreign Legion, yeah, later on. And well, they disappeared. We didn't have no prison camps.
Oh, me.
You know, but that was the way it happened in that particular operation.
Well, is that when the guys came up on camels?
Yeah, oh, they come out of the desert. We seen them. We spotted them. And everybody laid look up and said, what the heck is this? And they had that old round hat, them old high, like you see over desk or Bogas. They were going on kind of clothes and old long rifles, 3-shot. You know, you go around and got 3, and they shoot lead bullets. I said, what the heck is this? I'm sitting up on the parapet, the top of the old fortress there, and I said, gee, look at that. They just came right on in. When he got in close, the guy rushed up there to the water with a lot of water up there, a big, kind of like a pond like this. He rushed up there, he's going to get water, and one of the guys walked out with, with a BR in his hand, like that up to it, and guy spotted him and hollered, started hollering, said, "You French?" And some guys hollered back and said, "Hey," he said, "they're all Frenchmen." And one guy said, "Hell yes, we're Frenchmen. What the hell do you think?" That's clear English going to be. And we found out these guys here had joined the Foreign Legion because they were wanted in the States for bootlegging and killing somebody during the Prohibition days back in the 20s. The old guys. That was their home, The guy said, "What are you doing out in the desert? The damn Germans run us out." He said, "We've just been lucky sneaking in at night, get some water, get a little something to eat." He said, "It was getting rough." He said, we ain't got many camels left. When it was all gone, we're going to starve to death."
There you go.
So we turned that Germans over to them, and that's the boy they got rid of them. They didn't have no love for Germans, I'll tell you, they did them.
Anyway, you went from from North Africa, and did you go back to
Sicily.
Yeah.
Went back to Palermo when Major Miller and took us down to the Moors. From the Moors, we were shipped out from there, and we went up to Palermo. That was on the upper side of it. Now Sicily was right across; you could see it. And from there, we got on board of CS. It's a VCS. It's a landing barge for infantry. And we went from there up and went into Maori. We didn't go in. Down here approximately a mile and a half, maybe 2 miles. That wasn't our objective. Down here was Salerno. It's kind of, I got some map at the time, it was like that. And we landed up here at Maori. And we went up the top of the mountain and took this road there. And B Company, coming out of that bigger company, we went up on the right flank, A, B, and C Company, and we put our location up on the, dug us a hole, got us fixed up, getting ready to get plastered. And we stayed in that particular area, fighting around that particular area for roughly about 14 days. And the Germans never got over that pass. Everybody didn't get constantly fighting them. And they tried to come up and pull it. We lost people to artillery fire from the 88s.
Yeah.
And we lost people, and a lot of our people had through fighting in Sicily, and like that, a lot of them got malaria, and some of them had dysentery. You know, sometimes you eat the wrong stuff, especially those grapes. Boy, if you hang a big old bundle, you know, you're hungry, it tastes good, you just eat them up. But look out, buddy, because you got to go to the toilet. And if you raise your rear hand out with a shell in it, you might lose it.
Well, is that when you met Patton, or didn't meet him? I mean,
This is after the African campaign ended.
were you in Sicily?
Yeah.
All right.
This was in Italy, this was in Africa when Patton, after while the war had done closed down before we went up on Hill 609, that was the final operation for it. 1st Division fighting there was at Hill 609, that was the end of it. From then on, we put in trains and we shipped back to Oran. The war ended. That's when we captured about 250,000 Germans and had them all load them on ships and stuff and shipped to the States.
Some of them came in Bainbridge.
Yeah. Well, these boys, they're old Pat stand up there, all spit and polish and blood and guts, we call it. Our blood and his guts. So anyway, he stand up there in the tank, and one of the old boys says, General says, now we got the war in, he says, are we going to go back home? We done wiped this up down here in Africa. Somebody else will take care of the other parts. He says, soldier, the only way you're going home is through the Arcs of Berlin. Boy, it was a dead silence. The Arcs of Berlin.
Did they know what that meant?
Huh?
Most of them.
All the guys knew what that was. They knew, don't worry, there wasn't a ground pounder there that didn't know what the heck he was up against, and just prayed to God that they wasn't going to be in it. They just said, well, if I can just survive this one, maybe I'll survive the next one. Which, pray God, a lot of them did. But I was one of them did. And he said, and he got through telling them that, the guy shut up, and he said, anybody else got any questions? And one guy says, after a few minutes, he said, yeah. He said, General, he says, why don't you instruct these goddamn, and he swore like a boy, he said, tell these your people in these tanks, when they come up back a bunch of behind the infantry, and they're in a foxhole, tell them, don't shoot no artillery, bang, 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 4 or 5 shells, and then kick it in reverse and run like hell. Because then the Germans throw everybody's kids sink in a foxhole. We can't run nowhere. And Patton said, well, do you know how much a tank costs? No. And I know the old boy was getting ready to say something else, but he didn't. And he said, well, I said, I can sacrifice 100 infantrymen for one tank, because you remember how many hours it takes to build a tank? Nobody said a word. It was just a flat, not a soul said anything. And he didn't say no more. He said, well, I don't think there's more answers around here. Don't let him. Now he was a pistol. Sergeant got busted for not having his chin strap under his jaws there. Another one didn't have his shirt buttoned up way up to the top. He got busted for that too. And he went and called all the people around and told them, all the commanders around, and told them, he says, all the officers will wear a tie. Man, I got some pictures of this. Those up front was, what's his name, I got a picture of them up front.
Oh.
You know, the Stars and Stripes was our only news. We we weren't allowed to have no cameras or nothing like that. That was a no-no. And that's a court martial up there. You get caught with a camera, taking pictures. You couldn't do that. So anyway, that kind of ended the African campaign. Went back to Oran and then got ready. And when we got back there, the old man lined us up. He said, all the guys in the First Division, all the guys, I company says, all you guys that made the initial landing, he said, I want you to step forward. I think 20 of us stepped forward. How 217 ain't precision very bad. And he said, well, you guys go get some R&R, rest and recuperation. And he took us down the beach and said, this is it. We got down there that day, because we got there about noon, and we had a place up there where they had food. I was on the beach, it was nice. And we was up there eating dinner, and they said, all you guys that just came down from the 26th, they said, why don't you over here when we get through eating? So we all went on the group, I said, look, fellas, we're hurting right now for truck drivers. How many can drive a truck? Well, every one of us can drive a truck. And they said, all we have to do is ride a truck. He said, he gets to see a little bit more of the scenery. They're sitting this beach on here. Yeah, it's not like weather. So we all volunteered to drive a truck. Loaded gasoline, loaded 55 millimeter cannon shells, all kinds of explosives, and we took off. Well, the Germans are working on the same highway, you know. They're going to straight in. And what you do, some of the trucks had turrets on them, you know, with a machine gun on the top of them, which was real good. But if you didn't have it on there, you'd sweat it out. Well, my truck, I didn't have no turret. I was out of a Studebaker. I didn't have no turret on the one I had. The guy in front of me, he had, most of his was like not pistols, but rifle bullets, 30 caliber ammo. And the guy in front of me was a gas truck. And we were motoring up there, and fat and dumb and hot. Boy, it was hot. I was sitting in the jar, we'd go about, moving along about 25, 30 miles an hour. Boy, and all of a sudden, the front seat, someone just chipping up, and I said, what the heck's that? But another guy come down, airplane come down, I couldn't see nothing. The next thing I hear, roar, when he went across, he hit that goddamn gas truck. Boy, that's why I slammed over the brake, and you talk about a guy leaving his seat in a hurry. I don't know how far the truck went, but it was in a ditch. And I went the other way, over the bank, got where I could find some dirt. I lay down there, and boy, ooh. We lost out of that 30 truck convoy. We lost about 5 trucks out of that. Boy, I said, you get killed and you don't do nothing. And we done that we made 3 trips up there in the back. Then when I got back there, we called back to the company. We get ready to go to Sicily. And
you were getting ready to invade Sicily.
Yeah. So I said, hit Sicily like that. And we got on that, got on the ship, went up there, we got ready to go in. There was quite a lot of action going on around there. And I got in LST in LSI, landing craft infantry. And we went in, hit the beach, dropped the ramp, got off. And I wasn't on the first wave. I don't know, because it was daylight when I got off. And I just said, well, here we go. We started moving to the beach, got up to the beach, and this brand new 2-liter got up there. It was our mission was to go up here and secure our airport. Go up there and take that court. Secure it, take it if you have to, but secure it once you get it. And it said that it's been on the fire fighting, so move on up. So when they got started in, and we got, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 miles in, and boy, it was action everywhere. There was a machine gun, a small artillery, small fire, everything was going on around us. And I moved up, and there was a big old knoll like deal. And the hill, and it kind of rolled down like that, and it leveled off a little bit of road, and it rolled down again. And back of it was some pretty good sized hills. And we were progressing toward it, and the lieutenant says, okay, so we're going to hold here. We're going to set up the perimeter here. And he said, and let the rest of them come on up to us. And when I got up there, the lieutenant says, go take the water, go over here, right over here, and dig in right there. Take the ammo bearer and dig in over here. And I got to look at him and I said, over there? I said, sir, I said, too much exposed. I said, we're not going to get killed out there real easy. He says, well, that's why I want you. I want you right over there, right over there. Right there, and I dug in. Oh man, I mean, boy, one come over, about 100 feet, 150 feet behind him, whoops, 7 cells over there. Because they see the 88, you know how I hear that go, man, it's moving, that 88 is. The 77, you can hear, boom, over there, blah. It's slow. Because it's a smaller gun, it didn't have that charge like an 88 had. And I said, wow. I said, maybe. The next one was in front of him. Every one of them was in line. I said, oh, that next one came up front. I told him, I said, Lieutenant, I said, they're practicing this in. I said, I think we're going to get hit pretty close. And I didn't hardly get that word, pretty close, when something whacked right in front, and that's the last I remember.
That's when you got you.
I got, what it done to me, it drove me sideways, it knocked me out. I was in the hospital one time too, and my face had a lot of things on my head, 2 black eyes, and all my teeth were kind of loose, and both my ears I couldn't hear out or nothing. I don't even remember. When I came to, like I said, I seen this here sister with white wings on her hand. I thought, man, I'm going to heaven for sure, you know.
Were you in the hospital consistently?
No, I was in Algiers.
Algiers, okay. They had moved you back.
I moved me back there. And when I come out about this, and Ward boy told me, says, I'm sure I'm glad to see you know where you're at now. He says, I'm tired of taking care of you. Well, I walk around, you know.
They got you up and so you and patched you up and sent you back?
Yeah, as soon as I got so I could walk and I could count to 5 and I could see, I was ready for combat.
And you were still with the Rangers then?
No.
You were still?
That's when I went, that's when I went with the Rangers. I was laying in my sack, cooling in a 6-man tent down there in the repo depot, the replacement depot. And outside of the tent was a board like this, our names, yeah. What outfits we with. Come by and I see him out there talking. I lay in my sack and I kind of eating it out. And this officer moved in. I didn't notice his rank, but he came to the door and he says, is there a PFC Goad in here? G Goad of I Company 26th Every? I says, yes, sir, that's me. And he says, well, I want to talk to you. I thought, now what the hell do I do now? Came out there and he says, I started to snap to attention on it, major. And he said, I'm Major Miller for the 3rd Ranger Battalion. I said, yes, sir. And he said, did you train in Bainbridge by any chance? I said, I did. He said, probably English? I said, yes, sir. Commanders? Yes, sir. We need you. I said, but sir, I said, I'm I Company. I've been here with, I'm a regular army. He said, that's all we need. We don't need regular army. Ooh, that's like, he said, now, I know you was up to a pretty good battle in Africa and all. He said, I know you was pretty rough. He said, you ought to be with the best. You join up with 3rd Ranger Battalion, you'll be in the best. And we go up there and do a job, and then we come back and rest and get a good hot shower and clean up and a few good meals under our belts. Ooh, what a line. Yeah, ooh. And he said, you'll die with the best.
You will die with the best.
You'll die with the best. He said, you might as well die here or England, wherever you're going to go, you're going to die one way or the other. Says, well, let's just die the best. You know. But he says, in the meantime, he said, you need to enjoy life. I thought it was Man, I was still stunned from being there. But anyway, and so I said, well, what's the difference? Instead of me sign my name, I'll join and sign my name. Boy, picked my butt up and hustled me down in the guns more than others. Said, oh boy, we joined the Rangers. I said, ain't been in combat yet? No, I ain't yet. I'm gonna join his outfit. So it just, right over there, I'm gonna jump from the skillet right smack into the fire. But,
You went from there on up to your next Salerno.
yeah, Salerno, well, we went in my Murray, actually. And, the beachhead itself, for ours, wasn't bad. We didn't have no people firing at us as we were coming in. We went in, landed, got off, and started for our objective, which is to secure the mountains up at the top up there and the road. Close it out. That was our job. Now, they was catching hell on the right flank. They was catching it. When we got to the top, they sent A, B, and C, A, B, C company to the right flank at Chinoozi Pass. And that's what we held, Chinoozi Pass. And that stayed there about 14 days. And it was fighting around. Now, the commandos, some of our, the first battalion went down and helped some of the commandos, give them some relief, and they was on one flank. So they were, our ranger, we had the third, we had fourth, but the fourth, they kind of made that into a cannon company. We had like half tracks, if we could get our hands on them. We had half tracks with 75s on them. And we got them up on Chinoozi Pass. Once we got up the road, got obscured. Well, we had artillery now for south, but it's like a goat living on the side of a mountain. Just hacked inside a stone thing. And it was artillery duel, fighting artillery back and forth. And of course, the Germans were always trying to get them. They wanted to get over in the other side, and we wouldn't let them through until they finally just blew the hell out of the side and knocked the road out there. Couldn't get involved at all. Right? And so we just kind of kept it secure, kept it closed until the beach down below was completely cleared up. And what Germans done in the car, but we lost a lot of troops. At one time, Mark Clark was getting ready to pull out.
In Salerno?
Yeah, Salerno.
Yeah.
He was something else.
But after that, you did pull out. You took.
And
then came Anzio.
Yeah, we went up, went into Naples, and that was a cakewalk, but it's fighting here, it's delayed, the Germans delayed action right up to the line up on the Rapido River, Mountain Cassino area. Now there's where they locked down and stayed there. Until it was still there when we landed in Anzio, tried to make a
You tried to go around.
They went around and Lucas goofed up and that was a nightmare. That's where things really got bad. It was bad enough to have to fight in the conditions. See, Anzio was flat ground. It just flat as a pancake over there. When we first went in there, on the 22nd of January 1944, we went all the way up, and on the mountains, we could have took the mountains, and all we needed was a little bit of artillery. And it wouldn't have took them no time to hustle up. They had 2 days, it was free running. We could have brought tanks and everything up there, but they didn't do it. They said, no, we want a 10-mile perimeter, and wait for the onslaught. What onslaught? There wasn't nothing there. Then we waited for the Germans to come and stalk us.
What you all did you on they put you, the Rangers.
Yeah, out front.
Out front, okay.
Secure it.
And secure it, and then
Keep reporting. Scouts out, and we were losing people too.
You were losing people.
Yeah, we were losing
Ammunition was getting low.
Well, the ammunition wasn't getting low on that situation. What happened there, they'd send our people out. You might send out, per se, 12 men patrol going out. Okay, we go out and scout around, and the first day, it was a cakewalk. You know, we found a place where tanks used to be, and found a lot of wooden bullets, 9mm bullets, you know, wooden ends. We were going, what the heck? They were lead bullets, and they're using wood. But anyway, we found stuff like that. We didn't know what to deal with, but they said at one time it was highly fortified, because they figured that we might hit there. But we didn't do it. And so we were stopped there at the Mountain Casino, and the Refugee River had it stopped dead. All the fighting was dead right there. But once we secured that, we went in, sent the information back to General Lucas, Colonel Army. Lucas was the commanding officer. And told
Colonel Darby was your commander?
Yeah, that was our commander. What information we got, we give it to Darby. Darby said, okay, man, and said, well, we need to scout out this area over here, find out what that's going on. And on the third day, the patrols went out, and you know, it hadn't wasn't done there before. And they found out, ooh, they found a squad of machine gun nest in, one over here, one over there, a couple of tanks. Where did they come from? See? And then on the fourth day, Anzio moved in. That's oh man, a big old rail gun. That one you could shoot from the side of a mountain where they had it in a tunnel. They'd fire it and move it back in the tunnel. It would shoot 32 miles.
What'd you call it?
Anzio Bay. Sounded like a freight train was coming over. Boy, it was a whopper. And when it hit, it blowed everything away. And anyway, this went on like that. And we was losing slow. It was getting to be a real, we was tired because you can't sleep in mud. It rained and it was wet and it was a mess. It's wintertime. It just wet. It was bad. And everybody's getting tired. A lot of guys are coming down with jaundice. And we had a lot of guys that had malaria. It was cropping back up again. And we was losing, not only from wounded and getting killed, we was losing from being sick.
And this was the winter of 1944.
It's 1944, winter 44. And then they called us back and said, okay, all you Rangers should call us back. I said, thank God. They said, you know where you're going to go, don't you? You're going to go to England. Everybody was happy, boy, we was happy. Everybody was shaving, getting cleaned up, boy. You know, go back to England, we're going to England. And that evening, we done this during the day, get all cleaned up, slicked up. They said, Colonel Larby just sitting down to the company commander. He said that we got a little job we got to do. And he said he wants to talk to us about 6 o'clock when it gets a little bit dark. And at Rebecca down there, we had a big old thing like that, a little road and crossed. And he wants to talk to us on. So we went over there and he said, got over there. He said, man, he said, we got a little job to do. He says, I don't like the smells of it because one, we didn't go in there and scout it out. See, we are always Rangers in to find out what's there. If it's, you guess, but you got a pretty good guess how many troops. Have they got tanks? Have they got artillery? What do they got, you know? And write it down. Bring it all back, and then we know what we're going up against. And when he got all this information, it brought down, it's supposed to be, we had, but we didn't G to it. Lucas's intelligence said, oh no, nothing about maybe a platoon or maybe a company at the most of the Germans, you can wipe that out on the flat. Rangers walk out and wipe them out. Well, sure, we could. But not no darn 2 divisions we couldn't. We didn't know this coming in there. And they were getting ready to make an attack against us. We didn't know that neither. You know, we knew from the scouting that we couldn't penetrate anymore. It was getting hard. And we'd lose men when we did it. Well, they stand there and the colonel said, now look, man, he said, we're going to have to go in here in Cisterna. We said, Cisterna? He said, yeah, Cisterna, we're going to go into Cisterna. We said, well, sir, that's 4 miles behind the lines. He said, that's right, man, that's right. He says, what we gotta do, we gotta go and take it, because it's the main highway coming down. You wanna cut it off and hold it. Now, it's gonna be the 34th, no, the 45th Division. It's gonna be our backup. They're gonna relieve us at noon tomorrow, and you're gonna ship them home to England. You know, this is also so easy to sound. We said, well, don't sound too bad. But he knows what he's talking about. Colonel Larry told us, said, Ben, I don't like the smell of it. When old Colonel Larry said, so I don't like the smells of it, you can bet your butt you're in for a hot one.
We'll stop here just for a moment while I change tapes.
We got the